Hello and welcome to Yoga with Amber Kleid. My name is Amber and I'm so thankful that you're here today to do this quick restorative practice. Restorative yoga is so good for the soul. We all lead busy lives. We're crazy. We've got family, jobs, maybe school. And if we can just allow ourselves to be able to check out once or twice, 3 times a week, it can do so much to replenish the soul and give us energy and release things that don't serve us any longer. So in today's practice, we're going to do 2 shapes, and all you're going to need is either a yoga bolster. If you don't have a bolster, grab like 2 or 3, maybe even 4, depending on how thick they are, bed pillows, and you can just stack them up on top of one another. And then also grab yourself a nice thick book if you don't have a yoga block. If you have a yoga block though, that works. Awesome. And what we're going to do is we're going to place those pillows or that bolster on top of the block for this first shape. So just a few words on restorative practice. Sometimes emotions can come up, and that's because as we're resting, our body is processing. And it's so wonderful to be able to do that. So if you feel like you can't relax, just allow yourself to find the rhythm of the breath. You can concentrate on the sound of the breath. You can concentrate on the rise and the fall of the belly, and just see if you can bring your thoughts to that space. It's the time is gonna go fast, so just really allow yourself to open up to whatever might happen, whatever might be released. And sometimes that does happen. I've had folks cry in classes, some have laughed, and that's wonderful. It's really your body letting go. So if you feel like you're in a safe space that you can do that, I highly advise it. So if you are ready to get going, pause the video if you need to. I'm not going to talk a whole lot during the shapes, but once we get settled in, but I will have a couple of bells ringing to signify the end of the shape, and I will walk you through everything that you'll need to know. So go ahead and set up your pillows and your block, and we're going to go ahead and turn around, resting our low back against the bolster or your pillows. Bear in mind, if you feel a little bit of tension in your low back, you can sit up on a blanket too. That will help ease the tension a little bit. We're going to bring our soles of our feet together in cobbler's pose today so we can relax the legs. Now, another little hint, if you find that your legs are up here or somewhere in between, you can go ahead and steady them up with a block just to give you the opportunity to fully relax and release. And we're going to go ahead and rest back and open up the arms. I'm going to go ahead and set a timer here so I can rest along with you. There we go. That's our first bell. So resting back, opening up the arms. Let's take a few deep breaths. Big inhale. Big exhale. Let's do that again. Big inhale. Exhale, release any tension, any thoughts, any worries, any to-do lists. One more time. Big breath in. And release. Bring your attention to the space between the eyes and allow the creases around the eyes to soften. Let your cheeks soften. Gently part the teeth and allow the jaw to become relaxed. Feel into the back of the skull, letting the head rest heavily against your bolster or pillows. sense into the spaciousness around the throat and the broadness across the collarbone. Allowing the arms to rest heavily at your side. Releasing any holding in the fingers. Breathing softly into the belly. Breathing in peace. Breathing out peace. Notice any holding in the legs and do your best to allow yourself to let go. Knowing that you are safe and held and supported by Mother Earth beneath you and the heavens above you. Coming back to the breath if the mind begins to wander, if the thoughts are too many, come back to the breath. Let that be your guide into stillness. Let your breath start to deepen. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Bringing the hands to the outer thighs. Draw the knees in together. Bringing the soles, the feet to the ground. Draw the knees into the chest and rock yourself up. So we are just going to kind of do the opposite. We're going to remove the block or your book from underneath your pillows. Rest your pillows down. And we're going to rest down onto them. So hip points are going to be at the end of the pillows. Resting the belly down. Let your toes relax onto the ground. And if your head is off of your bolster or pillows, use a block to rest your forehead on. And let your arms rest by your side. And 3 deep breaths. softening the shoulders, relaxing the neck. Releasing any holding in the legs. Really allowing your body to soften down into your support, the pillows and bolster. Noticing any areas of holding or tension, and make any adjustments to make that feel better. Allowing yourself to soften even further down. Let your breath start to deepen. Allowing the shoulders to spread wide with your big inhale. And then perhaps you'd like to rock your forehead gently from side to side. And then slowly drawing the palms beside your chest. Go ahead and push yourself up, and we're just going to come into a child's pose for just a few breaths. You can rest your head on top of the pillows here if you'd like. And just take a moment to breathe. And then again, using your palms against the ground, go ahead and push yourself up into a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me for this restorative practice. I hope that you enjoyed it and you will continue to utilize it. I guarantee if you do it a couple of times a week, you'll start to notice a change in just how you feel, how much more rested you'll feel in your body. Your muscles will release and be less tense. Restorative practice is just so good. I honor you. Thank you for meeting me on the mat today. Namaste.